once and own it. Lose ourselves and live in the moment. When they doubt, we just show them. Private plane, we just float in.
On a picture-perfect Midwestern afternoon for football, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. They got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
11, Thomas. Right, 80. 11.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Let's get set. Right, 80.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
11 MT. Here we go. 180.
Now Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Called at a very strong gain of 24. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
Chris Jones on the stop.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down and 8.
Here, 12, 12, 12. Dot. 11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. Dot.
Here's Burrow. Touchdown. Mike Gesicki. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play, and it's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play there for KC. And even 60 yards.
First and 10 on the 20-yard line.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on first and 10.
Yellow.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get it to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Aubrey good with the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
First down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
11 mighty. 180.
An inside give, Brown. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Gun. Shot. 180. 180. Shot.
Now it's Burrow. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
180. Rise up. Shot.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
180.
Burrow looking to pass. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
A gain of 32 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Man open left side is Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got his man, Dell. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And Burrow going to throw again. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. And Xavier Legette, 34 yards. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. McPherson now for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
The score, Chiefs 21, Bengals 14. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again. But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Daniel Whelan in punt formation.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Big 13. Big 13.
Burrow will throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
11. Here we go. 180.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
It's now second and 10.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here we go. 180. 12.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. Yeah, he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go. 11 mighty.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now it's Burrow. Got a man. That's Ligon. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
We're good. 11.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
11.
Brown is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards per 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
That should be real, bro. That should be like really
Mahomes now to throw. On the RPO, keep himself. And he'll be taken down by Dalvin across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Talk about making quarterbacks all the time. Here's what really pays off. Able to keep the feed and is accurate throwing down the run and picking up the first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Liberty. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down the defense.
Where?
Yellow. Come back.
Mahomes going to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Yellow. Hey, we gotta push it up.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this one is right through. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
On 1, ready?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. He stiff arms it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 58 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40.
180.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's complete to Dell. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
1-1, ready?
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
180.
Now Burrow. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have moved out in front. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking,
oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Here we go.
Option play. Here's a give to Brown. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a quarterback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, Can.
From midfield now, Burrow. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
On 2, ready?
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Ready? Ready, stop.
He'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Looking deep here for Chase. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
11, Thomas. 11.
Here's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Takedown as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And McPherson on for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And they'll accept that penalty.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Here we go.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Right 80. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, Thomas. Stop.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. McPherson on for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score. Bengals 42. Chiefs 24. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. Mahomes to throw once more. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Pass complete to Royals. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Fight on these two.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll set up to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question,
oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, some strong running.
And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Well, it was looking like they were going to have the ball in good field position, but now with that fumble, they don't have the football at all.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to imagine what he was thinking there, though, right? I can take this one, break it, go for a big one right here. But you and I both know, always protect the football is the #1 mantra for a kick returner.
They go play fake. Mahomes. That's caught right side by Worthy. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Kansas City.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Hey, dribble it.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV. That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
32. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Chiefs.
And again, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the first down, Chiefs.
Attack!
Mahomes now to throw. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10.
12 more yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 3-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Gun. Got.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. 11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Jeffrey Bassa drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second down and 4.
Here we go. Wide 80, 11, 11, 12, 12.
Handing it off to Brown. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
11 mighty, 11 mighty. Cut. Wide 80, 11, 11, 11. Cut.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. That's to his running back, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Here we go. 180. Lights up.
Here's a give to Brown. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 155 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
This is intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. the Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And there's the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yellow. 15. Hey, 43, 15.
He'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. It's DJ Turner who's got it. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football.
Here we go.
It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
12. Kahat. 11, MT, Tate. 11, MT, Tate. Kahat.
Burrow will throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again, so another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. That's caught. This is Abanikanda.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Here's Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And that last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000. And Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here's another interception. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
Now Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Big 13.
Now it's Burrow. And the Chiefs are going to get him. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
At the 49-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Xavier Worthy, 48 yards. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
The extra point.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Chiefs 39.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Hey, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. As they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now a short one to Gesicki. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On 2, ready?
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Let's get set. 12, 12, 12. Right 80. Right side.
Burrow looking to pass. And that ball going to be intercepted yet again. Trent McDuffie with a pick. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's 2nd down. Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Right 80.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
On 1, ready?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Right 80. Right shot.
Up the middle they go. McElroy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball caught free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Bengals, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, that first win remains a